So, this Saturday, WWE Backlash coming live from France. We have a pretty stacked card. Not a lot of people, but I expect a couple of shakeups to happen. So let's start with our WWE Backlash 2024 predictions. We have Randy Orton and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, and Tama Tonga. Who do we have in this match? Your mic is muted.
I be doing that. I mean Tama Tonga. Did I say his name right?
Yeah,
Tama.
Tama Tonga, yeah.
Tama. I said Tama. I made his name sound ghetto. Tama. Tama Tonga. um, he just got here and he came in swinging. So I feel like they're probably gonna book them. When I say them, Solo Sokoa and himself to probably run through the bloodline because Solo Sokoa don't got the patience anymore. Um, but it could work. It'd be cool if down the line they do have them verse each other. But Solo
Yeah.
Sokoa is like fed up with whoever is not getting with the program and doing what they got to do to keep what's left of the bloodline strong. So if they were smart, they would have them win their
Yeah.
first match, their first pay per view match. Probably not in an embarrassing way, but I do see that Kevin Owens is probably going to take the pin.
You know, I actually agree with you. I actually think that a Kevin Owens heel turn is coming. I feel
Mm.
like based on the fact that Sammy won the Intercontinental title, he didn't win the US title, and maybe this loss as well can set up a potential Kevin Owens feud with somebody else because KO has been, as a character, has been losing a lot. I
Hmm.
also feel like in order for us to establish Solo and Tama as the new bloodline representatives, they need a win. And what better way to get a win than over two former world champions? So I definitely see Solo and Tama taking it. Next, we have the Kabuki Warriors versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Who do we have?
If they was smart, they would give it to the, as I think you call it, the shea butter or the cocoa butter combat club.
Yep.
I like that name a lot. If they were smart, they would book them to win. Yeah.
I agree. The Cocoa Butter Combat Club, I feel like should take this Bianca and Jade because it has been, established via the draft that the women's tag team champions can appear on both shows. And while they are drafted exclusively to SmackDown, those two women are stars, and wherever they show up, eyes are going to follow. And so having them as a tag team means that having them as a tag team and as tag team champions pos- positions them to be on both shows. And I feel like Raw and SmackDown can greatly benefit from the presence of Jade and Bianca as a tag team.
Oh, period.
Not to mention that they had a couple of fire tag team maneuvers on their European tour, and I hope that they do it in France.
Yeah.
But then now we're moving on to the WWE Women's Championship, which I'm actually really excited about. We have a triple threat match: Bayley versus Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton. Who do we have?
I want to say Bailey retains
Mm,
because I feel like it's mad soon. For her with her like feeling like a baby face still.
mm.
Um, but I feel like over time Tiffany will get it because like you could tell this company loves Tiffany. I like her too. I like her a lot. Um, I have a feeling that Bailey's going to win and possibly Naomi might take the pin
Mm.
and they're gonna try to keep Tiffany stronger.
I actually think that Tiffany's going to win.
Soon? Really?
I think Tiffany's going to win this match. I think Tiffany's going to win this match and Naomi's going to take the pin.
Hmm.
I feel
Why
like
so soon?
so here's the reason why I think so. Number one, the fact that Tiffany's presentation coupled with her skill just makes her perfect to be a women's champion. I also think that she has a ton of momentum behind her, and because it's a triple threat match, it gives a lot of leeway for the heel or the heels to win in a sneaky way that doesn't make the faces look weak.
Mm.
Bailey could hit a finishing move on Naomi. Tiffany moves her out the way, hits the prettiest moonsault ever, pins Naomi, wins. Bailey doesn't look weak. Naomi gets hit. Bailey doesn't look weak because she got pulled out of the ring before she can make the pinfall. Naomi doesn't look weak because she just took two finishers. And then on top of that, a new star is born because you have Tiffany Stratton beating two former women's champions. I feel like
Mm.
there's a pathway for the heel to win, the heel being Tiffany Stratton, and for her momentum to be rewarded. Also, I feel like it would still set up a potential Bailey and Tiffany Stratton match at a SummerSlam or a Money in the Bank where Bailey could get her lick back when it's just one on one.
Mm.
So I feel like Tiffany Stratton is going to win that. Now, for the World Heavyweight Championship, we have Damian Priest versus Jey Uso. Who do you have?
I'm gonna go with Damian Priest. Not that it'd be wrong if Jey Uso got the belt, but I mean, one day he do got to get the belt, but I just don't see him getting it anytime soon. I'm not sure if it's because when he has his biggest matches, the biggest matches don't be delivering the way I need them to deliver or
Mm,
something, but I just feel like they just wouldn't give that to him just yet. And Damien still just freshly caught the belt. What
mm,
like the begin? I was going to say the beginning of this month. We in May, but he just caught this belt like 3-4 weeks ago.
very true.
I still feel like Judgment Day is going to be the centerfold faction, and I feel
Mm,
like they're gonna want Damien to lead as champion a
yeah.
bit longer. So I'm gonna go with Damien, and Jay's taking that pin, obviously, with help.
Yeah, I agree. I think that Damien's going to win as well. I think Jimmy's going to interfere, and we're going to get another Jay versus Jimmy match.
Hmm.
Jay already expressed that he felt like he let the crowd down at WrestleMania with their match, and they cited that a big factor was time, which is reasonable.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're definitely going to get a Jay Jimmy match that's going to have the time that it deserves. But I feel like because Jimmy is essentially kicked out of the bloodline, I feel like there's reason for that feud to be ignited because Jimmy could either go in delusional and just be like, you were the one that messed this up for me, right? Like you left, you had to be the main event, you had to be this, that, and the third. And because you started to shine on your own, it positioned me to be disposable in the bloodline because they saw they saw what you were doing and they figured that if I wasn't able to do the same, then I shouldn't be there. So I feel like there's reason for Jay and Jimmy to have a reignited feud. There's reason for Jay and Jimmy to have another match. This puts Damian Priest in the position to keep holding on to that world title and him being the leader of Judgment Day, even though I feel like Judgment Day is going to break up soon. Going from that, we have Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles for the undisputed WWE Championship. Now, fun fact, this is not the first time AJ Styles is facing a Rhodes for a world title as he competed against Dusty Rhodes for the NWA world title in TNA. So we have a little bit of a story already there. But I want to know who you have in this, whether it's Cody Rhodes or AJ Styles.
Cody is definitely holding on to his belt for no longer than a year.
Mm.
So by that alone, I'm gonna say Cody. But I love the fact that you just put me onto that because Cody is such a damn good storyteller, and
He
AJ
is.
Styles is good at everything. So this is gonna be a great match. Yeah.
I agree. I'm gonna. I agree, and I also think that Cody's gonna win. But I feel like this is gonna be a banger of a match, and I'm super, super excited for it. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Cody Luther King as the winner of this match.
Perfect.
But that's our Backlash predictions. If you agree or disagree, let us know in the comments below.